Yeah, good morning, dear friends. Sorry for the delay for this particular video, okay, for our online session that we are continuing with, because I was busy with the recording of video for ISC syllabus standard 12. So now back to Pavilion. Now here we are continuing with the same session. So today what we are going to study is equilibrium constant from Nernst equation, electrochemical cell and Gibbs free energy. Now equilibrium constant from Nernst equation, we studied Nernst equation last time in the lecture. Okay. Now according to Daniell-Cell, we had also studied the working of Daniell-Cell. The equation is copper 2 plus aqueous plus zinc solid giving copper solid plus Zn2 plus aqueous. If this cell is in equilibrium state, now we have studied in 11th standard the chapter of equilibrium processes, where we had studied about equilibrium state. Now equilibrium state means rate of forward reaction and reverse reaction are same. That is, if you have a reactant A plus B giving product C plus D, the rate of forward reaction and the rate of reverse reaction has to be same. So we say the reaction is in the state of equilibrium. That means no more product will be formed and no more reactant will be formed. Rate of forward and the rate of reverse reaction are same. Here if you say according to Daniell-Cell this is the reaction, but if you consider this particular cell is in equilibrium state, so naturally no cell reaction will occur. So the Nernst equation, E cell will become 0, that is equal to E dot cell minus 2.303 RT by 2F log of Zn2 plus divided by C2 plus. This comes from the equation. Now this 2F I am writing because the number of electrons that is exchanged in this reaction is 2. So naturally it will be N equals to 2. So I am writing here, substituting here 2 into F, that is Faraday's constant. Now at equilibrium, Zn2 plus, the ratio of zinc 2 plus ion concentration divided by copper 2 plus ion concentration will be nothing but equal to equilibrium constant Kc, because something which is dealt with the concentration of ion, you will have Kc. If you are dealing with the concentration of gases, at that time this Kc will become Kp. Remember that. Naturally the temperature is 298 K. Now E naught cell will be equal to 1.1 volt. Already we had calculated that time. If you remember, E naught cell for the zinc and copper cell is normally E naught cell is 1.1 volt. So that is equal to, if you do the substitute the value and do the calculation, it will be 0.059 divided by 2 log of Kc. This thing we are substituting over here. That is ratio of Zn2 plus and copper 2 plus ions, which are the active ions in the cell reaction. Now log of Kc will be equal to 1.1 multiplied by 2 divided by, this is taken into denominator, 0.059. Now if you calculate, that comes to 37.288. If you try to take the antilog of this, because now Kc will be antilog of 37.288, so that will become 37.288 antilog of 37.288. That is equal to nothing but 2 into 10 raised to 37, because whatever comes to the left side of the decimal naturally will go to the power of 10. It will go to the power of 10, that is 10 raised to 37, and this is 0.288 in the antilog column, you will get 2. So in general, if this equation has to be written, it is E naught cell is equal to 2.303 RT by NF log of Kc, or I can write E naught cell is equal to 0.059 by N log of Kc. Okay, so this is the equation which you need to by heart, because this will be used for the numericals to calculate the equilibrium constant, provided there is a value of E naught cell given to you. Let us come to electrochemical cell and Gibbs free energy. This is the equation, delta G is equal to minus NF E cell, where F is Faraday's constant, N is equal to number of electrons exchanged, that is value of N, which we had put over here if you remember. Now here delta G is equal to useful work done, because many people or many of the students, they don't know actually what is delta G. So delta G is the useful work done, and in the case of the electrochemical cell, naturally it has to be the electrical work done. Now here this electrical work done, if I say that has to be delta G is equal to Q into V. Now what is Q? Q is charge. What is V? Potential. So potential is nothing but E cell. Now when you come to delta G, it is for per mole. It is for always a mole. So for the charge, when I say it is Mn plus charge plus n moles of electron, it is getting reduced, so you get M solid. So there is a reduction. Now there is, if 1 mole of electron, so naturally the charge will be 96,500 coulombs, and that is nothing but Faraday. Now you have got n moles of electron, so for n moles of electron it will be Nf Faraday. So we put Nf over here, and here we put E cell, and hence you get delta G is equal to minus Nf E cell. And if the cell is under standard condition, you will get delta G degree is equal to minus Nf E degree cell. Clear? अब जाते हैं आगे, that is feasibility of cell reaction. If at all reactions will occur, what are the necessary conditions? Delta G less than 0, that is negative, that is standard condition if we consider. So it will be delta G naught, that is less than 0. Reaction is feasible or spontaneous. If delta G degree naught or delta G naught greater than 0, the value naturally will be positive. Reaction is non-spontaneous. Delta G degree is equal to 0 or delta G naught is equal to 0, reaction is in equilibrium state. So this is about the feasibility. Or otherwise, if you see delta G naught less than 0, E cell is greater than 0, and hence cell reaction is feasible, or I can say spontaneous. Delta G degree greater than 0, that implies E cell is equal to less than 0, so cell reaction is not feasible or non-spontaneous. Delta G degree is equal to 0, so you can say E cell equals to 0, reaction is at equilibrium state. Let us solve example of which is solved there in the textbook, that is example number 3.2 as per the textbook of NCERT. Cu solid plus 2Ag plus aqueous, reversibility sign, Cu2 plus aqueous plus 2Ag solid. This is a reaction. E naught cell is given 0.46 volt. Let us substitute the value, that is values in the formula. E naught cell is equal to 0.059 by volt divided by 2 into log of Kc, 2 because the number of electrons that is exchanged in this particular reaction has to be 2. Now what is E naught cell? 0.46. 0.059 as it is. Value of n is already put up, that is equal to into multiplied by log of Kc. Now log of Kc is equal to 0.46 multiplied by 2 divided by 0.059. Now when you try to divide 0.46 into 2 divided by 0.059, that comes to 15.59, because book has got some sort of creating some sort of confusion in the minds of students. But when you do it on the normal calculator, the value that you get is 15.5932. So we will write now Kc is equal to anti-log of 15.5932. Naturally, to the left side of the decimal, it is 10 to the power 15. Now finding this anti-logarithm, my dear students, if you go here, this is your anti-log. Okay. In this anti-log, if you go to 0.59, I think it is here. Yes. See, 0.59 ka 3 dekhna hai. So 3 will be naturally here. So that is 3917. If you go to 2, that is the mean difference here, this column, that is 3. So you will get again the value of 2. So you add 3917 plus 2, that is 3919. So substitute the value 3919 into 10 raised to 15, and just after one digit you put the decimal. That is your answer, 3.91, or you can say according to the textbook, I think 3.92 it may be. So 3.919 into 10 raised to 15 is the equilibrium constant for this cell reaction, which is in equilibrium state. Hope you would have understood. We will solve more and more examples. Okay. Because of the time constraint, I cannot take up. Okay. Because there are certain limitations of online sessions. Okay. That's why. Okay. I hope you would have understood. As I just brief it out. Equilibrium constant from the Nernst equation. This is the equation that we have derived. E naught cell is equal to 0.059 by n log of Kc. Clear? E cell has become 0. When you come to electrical work, electrochemical cell and gives free energy. What is delta G? I have explained how this is come, because in the book this part is not explained to you how this comes, because this is charge multiplied by the potential. How this charge part is taken up, how you get N into F. Clear? So that part is explained here. Then comes the feasibility. This all things comes in the JEE and NEET part. Clear? So you need to remember, that's why this is put up over here, and this is the example. An example how to calculate anti-lock, that I have shown. Here how to go to the anti-lock column and how to calculate it, that part also is shown to you. Hope things are clear now. Okay, I hope you would have understood. Okay, I am going to take back-to-back session of this whole thing. Hope all the students who are watching online and those who are now, I am very happy that there are many feedbacks coming out from the students from all over Gujarat and other states. So I am very happy and I am thankful to God for that. Clear? So that I can be of some help to the student fraternity. Hope things are very clear. Okay, I am going to start with the next session. Okay, it will be uploaded in a short time. Okay, thank you very much.